Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Seth and welcome back to another video. We are here in my base and check this out. So the water that I was looking forward to early when I set up here is actually quite useful to some extent. I mean, we do get some of the fish dying off, but there's a reason I have the fish, and of course that is because I want to tame me a Shadowmane. Now this is what I've been thinking since the last episode. So what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be naming creatures that I tame off of people that comment in the comment sections for these episodes. So over here, as you can see, I've got some structures. I might need some more, but let me go and explain what's going to happen. So the creatures that I'm going to be taming going forward, I will of course be naming after a player. So what you have to do is, of course, you will have to say that you want a creature named after you. So in this case, actually, we have quite a bit to discuss, because of course there are several creatures that I don't have names for. So over there we have our little Shadowmane, and yeah, we have aggro. Ooh, that zip really sucks. I mean, it's kind of put itself in the trap. Yay. So I've been playing around with this. I figured out a way of taming the Shadowmane that actually makes it easier, but now I want to try and see if I can put a lid on this box and kind of tame it from the outside. There is actually quite a cool trick that I'm going to show you in this video, but I'm going to go back to what I was saying. So far we have a couple of creatures that don't have names, and that would be a text writer. So if you want me to name the text writer after you, or you have a suggestion for a name for the text writer, then put it down in a comment below. If there are more than one comment, of course I will select randomly a name and I will name that text writer. Currently we also have that Maywing that we tamed in the previous video that we will of course name after somebody. Again, I think I might keep that kind of competition going for this episode as well. So do put your suggestions down, specify what you want to name, and I think we also have the Astrodelphus that does not have yet a name, which of course we cannot ride anyways. And finally, if we tame this Shadowmane, this will be up for grabs as well. So currently speaking, we'll have about 4 creatures that we can name. So choose what you want and then choose a name for that creature, and then in a couple of days I will then select a name for that creature, and I think that's what we're going to work with. So just as a reminder, we'll have, if this tames a Shadowmane, we will have a text writer to name, a Astrodelphus, and of course the Maywing from the previous episode. Okay, so that roof idea did not work, but what I have noticed is that the Shadowmane can kind of zip forward like this, or upwards, and then kind of fall down there. So what I can do to actually kite the Shadowmane in is kind of aggro it onto me, fly above the trap. It will teleport to me, then fall into the trap, kind of like that, but not hitting me. Right, it's... Ooh. Not a happy Shadowmane. Okay, it's aggroed onto me. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So, oh, why did you stick your butt out? Oh, this Shadowmane is not compliant. I am messing about with this idea. I do want a simplified trap, so I'm going to try and de-aggro it and see what it does. Okay. I'm going to fly out of render distance here. I want to see what it does. I am hurt, and I am hungry as well, I just realized. Oh dear. I am going to have to stop and eat. I have not been paying attention to my hunger. I've been ignoring it because I've been that focused on the Shadowmane, which is never a good idea. So, currently speaking, the Shadowmane is just floating around there. I might have to demolish them walls, put them back into place, and then re-kite the Shadowmane back into the trap. Oh, and there I go. Hopefully, there's nothing bad on the ground. Oh, this sucks. I mean, I'm really hoping there's nothing bad. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm flying, I'm on the ground, I'm all over the place. Okay, we have come to a rest eventually. Okay, we're gonna get back up in a second, I guess, and crack on with our things. I do need to find some food, so I'll just go and do that, and then we'll continue with trying to trap this silly Shadowmane. This, I think, over here should be a safe spot for me to go in my inventory and sort myself out. Okay. I'm back. I did have to go back to base to pick up some stuff. And as you can see, the trap is now 2 walls tall. I did try to put a roof over it, but I think it's pointless. It doesn't help the situation. We do have this... oh, careful there. We do have this creature right here. We don't want to be messing with it. There we go, Trudon. I forgot what it was called. Jeez. I don't see anything else that's bad. The Shadowmane is still very unhappy with the trap. I kind of hope to de-aggro, so we'll try and de-aggro again, but the fact that its butt's sticking out is not good, so I'm trying to... There we go. Did that work? I mean, that means I might have to take a couple of hits, but... What do I do here? I don't want to demolish the trap. I mean, it's in there. It's easy to get in there because it just teleports straight upwards if I do let it out. Hey, buddy. Come and follow me. No? I'm here. That's it. That's it. Good, Shadowmane. Right, time to skedaddle and try and de-aggro this guy. And then we can actually tame ourselves a Shadowmane. Yep. Okay. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. I think we should be far enough. By the time we get back, we should be alright. Okay. So I have the fish brought over with me. So I did go back to base to pick up the fish along with the other bits and pieces because the fish do have a spoil timer whilst they're in the trap. There's also a Therizinosaurus there, so I need to be careful for that. Let's see what the Shadowmane's doing. I'm hoping that it has de-aggroed now and that it will go for a lie down. Okay. Oh, it's lying down. Now, in theory, there's no direct line of sight with me, so I should be able to feed it. Now, the question I have here is, does this trap actually work? As I said, I am trying to improvise here and find a solution for trapping it that involves an easy trap. Let's have a look over here. See, I can see it, and I'm not sure what's going on. I'm just looking around because I'm quite worried. So what's going on here? Gonna wait for it to lie down again and hopefully attempt it and have a bit more success. Maybe it'll move around a bit. That would be nice. So I'm just gonna wait here for now. This will be my little waiting perch. Alright. Where be you? Where be you at? Come on. There we go. He's going back down. So we can now attempt this again. I want to see if I can do this standing up. So I can try and sneak behind it. So I can't really interact with it because of the walls. What about here? Oh. Oh. I need to be crouched, says the game. Yep. Okay. I guess it worked. Okay. That's really cool. I don't know if I'm going to make an updated video or not, but okay, I'm going to... That, by the way, that otter is an otter I accidentally started taming. So, off camera, I found a lake that had otters, and I went for a dip and tamed me a otter just because. I do like otters. I just wanted to have one in my base. So, yeah, it's still apparently taming. I've got this guy, so we shouldn't need too many more feeds on it. Just waiting for it to lie down. And what's nice is I don't actually have to be crouched. I don't need ghillie for this. Of course, you need to be crouched to feed it, but then after you fed it, you can actually uncrouch and it won't aggro onto you, which is pretty cool. I like this. I feel like I should make another video for it. Oh, here we go. Okay, one more feed should sort out our new Shadowmane. So remember, guys, if you want me to name this Shadowmane after you, let me know through a comment down below. Tell me that you want me to name the Shadowmane after you. Alternately, there's a Melwing going for a name, a Text Rider, and a Astradelphus, which is what currently we have. That have no names, and seeing as I sometimes struggle to give them a name, I'm gonna ask you guys to name them. So that's what we're gonna do forward. Now there might be a creature here and there that I'll name myself, but I think I'm gonna do this as an ongoing thing going forward with these types of videos. Last feed. Yo ho! There is my Shadowmane. Lost a couple of levels, but it's not that bad. Whoop. It would help if I could land in there. Right, I'm going to clear out the box, take the resources back home, and we'll go and play with the Shadowmane. Okie dokie. So we've got everything in here. I do love this jump though. So effective for getting around, and you can actually get to quite a few high spaces, area locations. You know what I mean. My English is broken. In all fairness though, I am feeling a bit tired, but that's fine. I'm never too tired to play a bit of Ark. Okay, maybe sometimes I am, but hey. That's just how life is. I love the height we get with the Shadowmane. And we fall into water. Now this is not a good thing because we have piranhas and we don't want to deal with piranhas. Come on. Hey, what do you want? Right, so this guy wants to fight. We'll give him it. Apparently the Shadowmanes also have this, I don't even know, that's this ability where they put a cloud on whatever's attacking them that does a constant damage over time, as you can see, which is pretty cool. Okay, so I got back to base and I decided to go and find some Brontos and get some levels on the Shadowmane just to see what it can do. Now I think going forward, what I want to do is I want to find a bunch of high-level Shadowmanes, tame them, and see what stats I can get, and then start breeding them. I think this would be a cool creature to breed. As far as land creature, I think this will definitely be one of my favorites, along with the Thylo, which is another creature I might look at breeding, but the Shadowmane does bring more to the table than the Thylo does, to be honest. So we're gonna go this way and reposition ourselves, but we're gonna be fighting some stuff here. I'm just kind of showing you what I'm up to at this point in time. Get a couple levels on him, and I want to see how the damage progresses. I mean, this is probably not one of the best Shadowmanes. This is just the first one. Later on, I'm gonna be looking at making a selection of Shadowmanes, and then obviously the intention will be to breed them. I think I also want to get my hands on some void worms and breed those, and hopefully bring over my partly bred wyverns. I did start breeding wyverns on Ragnarok a while back. Didn't completely finish it, so that's something to work on, and I'll bring them over here as well. And I've got quite a few creatures that I was working on, so I'm gonna need loads of cryopod. But I do like the Shadowmane's abilities, like that zap that it does, and it goes between creatures and stuff. It also stuns for a couple of seconds from what I can see, which is pretty darn neat. Right, back at base, folks. I put a couple of levels on the Shadowmane, and here we are with that otter that I told you earlier that I tamed. Now, accidentally, whilst trying to tame this guy, I did accidentally feed the wrong otter a fish, which was a bit annoying. But this is the base right here. As you can see, we've got a couple of holes in it. Nothing too bad. I mean, this is a PvE server, and currently speaking, I'm the only one on it. But I did enclose it, and there's a reason I enclosed it, and I'll show you that in a bit. But I've also been breeding Shadowmanes. Now, of course, what you'll probably be seeing in an episode, I'm guessing, I'm going to put this in the same episode, probably a couple of days of play, if that makes sense. But I did find some high-level Shadowmanes. I did crossbreed them, until I got to this point. And so this is the final result. These are the base Shadowmanes. So these are the base stats that we will start with. So this is what we have right here in terms of health, and this is what we have in terms of damage. So as you can tell, I'll be breeding these guys for damage and health. Let me look at the food. We're doing alright. The Maywing now has a temporary name. We will name it at some point. I just decided to go with Nurse, but we will change the name out. And yeah, we're gonna start breeding some stuff. I think though, I'm gonna be looking to get me some void worms. I need to figure out how to tame those things. I mean, I kind of know the plan, but we'll see how easy it is to tame. But this is why I put a roof right here. So as you can see, we have a teleporter, so that means we can go to other places. I'll show you where this takes in a bit. There's a reason we have a teleporter. I do want to enclose this eventually. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but I want to try and make it in such a way that it fits with the structure here. I don't want to build stuff that stand out, if that makes sense. Yeah, so let's go with the teleporter and let me show you where this takes us. Yep, takes us right there, but there's a catch. Just hold on a second. We're getting there. We're teleporting. Yeah, we are. This is where we are. Now, I'm guessing you guys might know where we are, but I don't want to affect too much the environment here. So I do want to keep the greenery because I think it's cool. I think it adds. So if I'm going to build a base here, I'm just going to bring stuff from outside. I do want to try and keep as much of the greenery as possible. But this is it. This is the underwater base. And what's cool about it is on top, we can actually build a breeding facility for water creatures. So that means I can bring my water dinos here as well from the other map. And we can actually, I think, sort of, yeah, we can kind of get numbers for creatures floating around us. Now the problem with that is I know there's some very high level water dinos here, but I want to show you where the underwater breeding facility will be. I mean, alternately I can always go underneath it, but this is such a cool location to build. Actually, I think the Arc devs could do with adding more structures like this. Really nice. I really like it. It's freaking amazing. A bit dark, but nonetheless amazing. We'll sort the darkness out eventually. We'll add some more light and brighten it up. Let me show you the outside bit. Now I need to be careful here because I don't want to get killed just outside here. And forget, let's remember that I don't actually have a bed here, so that would be very sucky for me if I die. But this right here is just big enough for us to breed creatures. I need to be careful. We're going to get attacked by loads of bad things, but I'm going back in. And alternatively, I can build underneath it as well as a underwater dino storage area type of deal. Yep, I knew things were going to attack me. I knew it. That was close. Okay, it's gone away. But yeah, those are my options. So I basically have my base split into two sections. I'm now united by a teleporter, but hey ho. I might need to fiddle about with the foundations here, but we do have some foundations up there. We can set up some vaults, some dedicated storage, some ramps and stuff like that, just to make it neat. We currently don't have a path up to the teleporter, but that's alright. We don't really need that path, but I think this is the best, coolest base location possible. That and the one I've got as well. I also like that one as well. There's more than enough space for a big tribe. You can put loads of stuff there, and the even better part is the introduction of cryopods. It means we don't need a lot of storage space for dinos, but this is something I'll work on a bit later on. For now we'll just leave it as is, and yes, so that's pretty much it. This is where we're at. Let me know what you guys want me to name the creatures. As I said, I'll repeat it again. We currently have a Text Rider that needs a name, a Maywing that needs a name, a Shadowmane that needs a name, and of course we also have a Astrodelphus. So tell me what creature you want to name and what name you want to name it, or you can just tell me the creature and then I will use your YouTube name. It's just that simple. So with that being said and done, that's it for this episode, folks. Until next time, I hope you guys have a good day and stay safe.